All right, people, how you doing? You clean? Can you see me? Yeah, tickety-boo. It's Friday afternoon. As always, it's been just raining and raining and raining lately, but I had to get out with the camera. When I left the house, I had ideas of heading to the coast, because when I looked out the window, it was just a white sky. And in the back of my mind, I never plan shoots because I'm useless at planning. But I looked out the window, I just saw a white sky, and I thought, right, black and white day. Let's get some mono shots, because I really struggle with black and white shots. Don't know why. When I get that one shot, bang, love it, tickety-boo. I think yeah, sometimes I just struggle with black and white shots. People that shoot black and white photography and nail it, you're the beauties, because it's not easy. You can't just get a decent picture, color picture, and then just hit the black and white button and convert it into black and white. That's not the way it works. Black and white for me is kind of high contrast scene, maybe from the shadows in the foreground rocks for this particular site where I am, to just a bright white sky. So I try and keep it really simple. But making my way down here, which is literally 20 minutes from my house, there is a little bit of blue creeping through the clouds. So I might not end up going for a black and white shot. I don't know where this is. I'll probably have the most colourful shot ever today. But I've come down to the coast. If I spin you around without falling off, this amazing bit of coastline, just rocks. And my plan was, if I was going for the black and white shot, like I said, I wanted to keep it really simple. It would be rocks in the foreground, water, horizon, sky, nothing else, no land. Just try and keep it really simple and basic. Or looking down the coast, just rocks, water, horizon and sky. And as always, me, a little bit of a long exposure. But the lighting's changed. I would loved it if this water had a bit more movement in it, really. But then again, can't win them all. It's just nice to be out. So I'm gonna have a little look about, see if I can find a composition, and I don't even know what I'm gonna call this video yet, because earlier it was gonna be mono or black and white or something like that. And now I've got down here, I feel like I should have worn my shorts and my crops and my flip-flops. So I'll have a look around and find a composition. Hold tight. Go and get a cup of coffee, glass of wine, something like that, 'cause it might be a nice chill one today. Oh, quickly forgot to say, the good thing about overcast days like this, I haven't got to worry about the sun. No, I love the sun. Give me some warmth, bring it on me. No sun, I can point the camera in any direction I want, and I haven't got to worry about glare, flare, and all the rest of it. So that's a good thing. So if I find a composition I really like, I haven't got to think, right, I've got to come back here at a different time of day when the sun's not in that direction. So that's a good thing about overcast days. Hang tight. Got that wine, got that brew yet? Quite like this seed here. It's like loads going on. Got the rocks in for me, I've got the rocks in front of me, which kind of slope down into the water. Oh, and a good thing, I've checked the tide as well. The tide's coming in, so I've got an escape plan. If the tsunami hits and it comes in really quick, I can get out really quick, so no stress, people. Yeah, loads going on here. I quite like it because I've got, say, like bookends. I've got like a framing to this kind of shot. As in, I've got the rocks on the right, I've got the rocks on the left. This kind of slope goes down into the water. Loads going on when the water keeps rushing in. And then I've got like a little peekaboo gap at the end there to look out to the horizon. Not sure if it's going to work, but there might be a shot there somewhere. I'm going to try, I say I'm going to try and stick to landscape format, but sometimes the shots like this, looking down the coast, portrait seems to sometimes work better, I don't know. But in this hopefully will be nice, wide, bold kind of shot. If I can go down there and not slide on my arse and fall in, that is. See, a bit of white water, look. There's slowly some clouds starting to come, so that mono shot might not be happening. But I still think it might be a desaturated shot if it's not mono anyway. Hang tight, people. That brew must be ready to drink by now. Ooh, bag of goodies. Get rid of that bad boy. Don't want that. Chuck you up there. Will be a video coming about these soon. This was the first wave from last year. 3 stop, 6 stop, 10 stop, polarizer, show glow, splash guard. Oh, I just love these, love these. Whap them in the pocket. Right, shut him up. Keep my blower on me. He's always handy to have. I was going to take a picture from where you was, but I've come down here now and I've seen like this, there's a gully that runs up to the camera. It's kind of gully, and then there's loads of going on and the water's coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. So I've just gone straight for my 10 stop, straight for my polarizer. Lucky that's given me about 30 seconds. Unfortunately, it's a portrait orientation shot, but I quite like it. I've got all the detail in these rocks on the right, it's amazing. Detail in these rocks on the left, and then this kind of fall off of water down this like crevasse in the middle, and then I wasn't going to worry about the sky being too white, but I've managed to get a decent exposure from the shadows, and I've still got a bit of detail in the sky, so I might have a bit of funkiness in the sky there. Not a huge amount because I've got a 30-second exposure, so, but there might be a little bit of detail in that sky. But the good thing is I've got it to play with. If I want the sky white, I'll just have it white. If there's detail there I can use, I'll use it. Look at it, it's all going on that. Grab another 2-second timer. Because I'm going for 30 seconds, I don't need to know exactly when to trip the shot. Tell you what, come down here in the summer, lie in there, fall straight in the water and go for a swim. Lovely. F10, 30 seconds. My Maven polarizer, my Maven 10 stop. Focused, I'm probably focused about 4 foot just in front of me. Shooting wide, 14mm. It's what it looks like. On another composition. Oh, my knees are getting old. I've literally, just a minute ago I was down there, now I've come up a bit higher, probably halfway between where I was stood talking at the beginning of the video. In the last picture, that void that was filling up that crevasse towards me, that's pretty much full up with water now, so I've come up a little bit higher. And I quite like this because, oh, my knee. Obviously I haven't really got loads of interest going on in the foreground, but because I put the polarizer on and it's cutting through the water, it's I said this was going to be a black and white video, didn't I? But it's almost, there's some light colour. You can picking up the colour in the rocks in the foreground, which is nice. And I've got this big rock face on my right, which is like a diagonal, like a leading line on the right hand side, goes from the top corner all the way down through the frame. Then I've got these rocks kind of leading in the foreground here. When you look at the water now, it's all white, but obviously I'm doing the long exposure and it's just smoothed it right out. I quite like it. Yeah, if I look on the back of the screen, it's nice. I've got the horizon midway through, the horizon's in the middle, which I don't, is it in the middle? We're roughly in the middle, which I don't normally like to do in a shot unless it's a mirrored shot or something like that, but I think I'll get away with it here because I've got a rock right in the middle of the horizon, so it kind of breaks it up a little bit. But all the detail in these rocks on the side here is amazing. The histogram says I'm not retaining any detail in the highlights, but looking back on the shot, I am. So I don't think this is going to be a black and white shot. I quite like, oh, there's this rock on the left hand side. I've got this rock on the left hand side, like a back of a dragon going into the water. And then I've got this big rock on the right which goes down into a point. Rock breaking the horizon up, and this smoothed out water where you can just see below the surface. Quite like it. And you're going to ask me what the settings are. 30 seconds, f13, ISO 100, my Maven 10 stop, and my Maven polarizer filter. Love it. See if I can get this in a landscape shot. It's just, problem is there's just nothing going on out there. There's loads going on here, which looks really nice. I could just do some more rocks in the foreground there, and there's a nice wide shot. The reason I quite like this is because I'm in like a bowl. If I get down low, I've got rocks to my right, rocks to my left. It feels like you're submersed within the scene, but there's just nothing going on that side, which I'm a bit gutted about. Oh, it's amazing what a polarizer does. I went for so many years without using a polarizer because I used to use a bigger filter system and it was just a pain in the ass. It was massive. But since moving over to these Maven filters, love them. It's all going on. Right, see if we can do a landscape shot here somewhere. You see me in there? Yeah. Right, here it is in landscape. See what I mean? I don't think there's enough going on the left-hand side of the screen, although I've still got this cool rock here. Like I said earlier on, it looks like the back of a dragon kind of, which goes in the water. I like that. I like the bottom right-hand corner. I like this face. I suppose it's all right because I've got these rocks here on the left breaking the horizon. It's one of those shots you've got to print really big, and then when you go up to the wall, you're like, oh, look at the detail in that rock, look at the detail in that rock. So, yeah, maybe it's not too bad. And again, I think I've retained a bit of detail in those clouds. Sensors on these modern cameras are insane. 30 seconds, f13, ISO 100, my Maven 10 stop, my Maven polarizing filter. Whew. Right people, that is about it I think. I've had a little look round, couldn't really find anything else. The water's just so still, which is nice, don't get me wrong, but for the day I think that's about it. Time for a cup of tea. It's lovely, the sun is out at last. Yeah, there was me saying I'm going to come out and shoot a black and white shot. This little beauty has retained a bit of detail in the sky, which I'm well impressed with. So there might be, you know, I was thinking just, the good thing is when it's a white sky, don't worry about the sky. That's one less thing to worry about. All you've got to worry about is your foreground, exposure wise. Bring little shadows up as much as you can, and then when you start editing, you can pull the shadows down if you want, but you've got all that detail to play with. See, that's the difficult thing with photography, dealing with foreground, shadows, sky, highlights, trying to, not too much there, not too much little here. That's why sometimes I like to go out when it's a white sky. Very rarely I do, because I like some interest in the clouds, but I hope you enjoyed. This is going out on a Friday. Have a great Friday night, have a great weekend. Cheers for watching. Hit a subscribe or tell someone about the channel if you want. Cool. Cheers. Bye.